Hey guys, Mike the Vike here. So I recently did a video comparing current PvP and legacy PvP, and I got a ton of feedback and discussion, and it got on a couple different forums, and very interesting to see, how much people still care about legacy. So I thought I would talk about another aspect that has sort of been discussed a bunch recently, and this is this whole thing that the Rust community is dying, and it's changing, and it's whatever and whatever. As some of you may not know, I've been playing Rust since pretty much the very beginning. I bought it during that Polish auction or whatever, and it was in a browser. I bought it as soon as I could. I've been playing it ever since with some on and offs. Honestly, I don't really see the community changing that much. There's always been hackers. It's always been kill on sight. It is, after all, a survival game. One thing that could be different though, because I saw this discussion and many people were saying, oh, I don't play the new Rust because the PvP was worse. So there is one aspect there that maybe these people with like an interest in really good PvP and the legacy attributes, they aren't playing the game. And the people that are more interested in trolling and doing everything else, maybe those people are more interested. That could be the only thing I could think of why the community has changed. So one might be wondering, well, what could the devs do to get those legacy players back to the new Rust? And that's a hard one to figure out. I'm not sure what the community reaction will be with the new level system, which I would hope releases for the June map wipes. Because, I mean, it's been a very long time in development. Granted, it is a very huge element to the game, and as they said, they can't mess this up on the first try, otherwise they might kill their player pop. But if that comes out, I think they're going to have another shot at bringing those players back, because they'll be curious, okay, what does this change in the game? I do predict that it will bring a whole different crew to Rust, because I know that there's a lot of ARC players that, when I told them about this, they're very interested because they like the XP system in ARC, but they kind of also like the Rust kind of PvP and everything else. ARC is kind of, at least in my opinion, a slower game and kind of a different type of game. You're kind of like getting dinosaurs and stuff. Just different setup. Anyways, with those new people into the game, this could have an effect on the community as a whole, because maybe the people in ARC are less interested in PvP. I mean, ARC is really a PvE game. I think one thing that would really bring the PvP and kill on sight stuff down would definitely be additions to the PvE. I'm not sure if they're working on that, or even if that's in their, current mine setup. I think they're really focused on this XP system, and then there's a bunch of skill and attribute stuff, which is going to be great. But I think that they should be working towards PvE, because I think, once again, would have a positive effect on the game community. Another thing that I just thought of, I think the majority of the complaints that the community is dying is based off of different YouTubers making their videos discussing the community, just like me. One thing to realize though is that they're YouTubers, right? And how people interact with them is totally different than how they would react with regular players, at least in my opinion. As a result, you're sort of getting a different opinion on the game and not necessarily how you experience the game yourself. So the experience that us YouTubers get is probably going to be a little bit more cancerous than the average player. And basically, that'll be in any game, it doesn't really matter. I don't think that has to do with the Rust community, it's just that people like to mess with YouTubers and streamers and all that. Stream sniping has existed since the dawn of time, for example. Just another thing to consider. Anyways, there's a quick little discussion on the Rust community. I think overall the community has not changed that much. Granted, I think there is some realistic stuff with the legacy players not actually playing the new version. I do have faith though that this new update in June, presumably, will bring a totally different crowd to the game and could have a positive effect on the community. People may not be as interested in kill on sight because that's not their goal in the game. It could even change the goals of current players because they won't have to be entirely focused on PvP, they'll have something else to do. That's another reason why I want PvE, is because, again, it'll give players something else to do other than go out and shoot people. Anyways guys, I guess that's all I got for this commentary. Let me know if you enjoy these. I love doing commentaries, always have, and I think I'll do more of them as time goes on. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, helps a ton as always. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next video.